All right, so I've been procrastinating buying something for a very long time. The microphone system I use I've had for 20 years, so I went ahead and bought me a new one, which I've been wanting to do for a while. So I've been doing a little bit of research on them, and this is what I bought. I bought a Boya microphone system. Now it comes with two transmitters and a receiver. So this one gets, this right here is the microphone. This is a transmitter, but this one's the receiver. This one gets mounted to the camera. It comes with this mount right here as well. It comes with some extra cables. This right here is another microphone. It comes with a cable, and it comes with two clips, and then it came with two of these foam wind protectors. So far I've used it and I really like it. It's a lot better than what I've got going on. Now my old microphone system produced a lot of noise. In some of the videos you'll hear a hum, you'll hear static, you'll hear all kinds of things, and that's because of the microphone system and what I've had to do to it. I paid $200, over $200 for that, and it was never worth it from day one. I paid $150 for this set here. I've already been toying around with it, and as far as I'm concerned, they sound great. Now, on my old microphone system, I can move, you can hear the noise there, and that's because when I move it around, it creates that noise. So I have to watch the movement and stuff like that. So I've had it for 20 years. I'm tired of it, so I did break down. For the last few years, I've been looking. So let me hook this up, and we'll take a look at my old one. Okay, so now I've changed them out. Now the new set comes with a clip that I can attach to my pocket belt or whatever, and also I can attach to the camera as well. And these are operated by a AAA batteries. It takes two of them, and it sounds a lot better. You know, if I put this on real quick, my headphones here are on, and I move this thing around, there's no noise. Whereas with the old system, if I moved or did anything, you would hear that noise come out in the audio. Why I never even thought of, well, I really did think about it, but it's just trying to find you know, when you pay this kind of money, $200 for these things are supposed to be pro. Audio recorders, you know, this is a receiver here and this is a transmitter. You can see what I've had to do. This thing here, I had to put a new cable on because when I first bought it, it did not record in stereo. The plug on it was one of the ones for stereo, which, as you can see, I had to wire a plug onto this, which is a disaster because it moves around and therefore it breaks the connection, and just a cheap little plug. As far as paying $200 for this thing, it's just absolutely a waste. I'm glad I did buy new ones. This operates off a 9-volt battery. Why I didn't replace these out before, I really have no idea, but these things are just really just a disappointment. Like I said, I paid over $200 for these. They're far from professional, that's for sure. For my use, I've had these for about 20 years. This didn't come with no clip to attach it. The clip was something that you would have to buy separate. It came with this antenna, which I guess I don't do long distances, so I never use this whatsoever. Now, excuse me, the thing on this new one, I didn't test any long distance because I don't do long distance recording. So to me, it wasn't really necessary to find out if this thing could record at a mile out or whatever. But I love the sound of it. They do sound great. On the transmitter here, you can see that I had to tape this thing to get this thing to try and be still as I could. Well, it's no matter what, it still made the noise. If I take this off, no matter what plug I used, let's just say I even had other microphones that were like this, where the plug was straight, and I would put it in there, and I'd put it in there, and you know what, it'd be the same thing. I'd get a bunch of static, stuff like that. And the reason I didn't buy another set is because when you pay $200 for one of these things, you want them to last. You want it to be a good quality thing. But I would have to say this was really far from my expectations. Now on the Boya, what I like is on the transmitter, they have a pair because you get two transmitters. So you can pair the two if you're recording 2 people, you could pair the 2 transmitters up and you have 1 receiver which you plug into the camera. Now this on the receiver is a volume knob, so you can adjust the volume. With these, there's no volume adjust. It was just straight in, and then you know what, you did it on the camera, what have you, which really I like them better here on this. So this way I can control them, you know, on the receiver. Now the thing I would have to do is before every take, I would have to set up the audio. I would have to listen for the sound, make sure I didn't hear anything that was staticky, humming, or anything like that. And like I said, so I would record the scene, go back and watch it, because I had to go back and watch every one because of the audio. And if it was bad, I had to delete that audio out. So I can go ahead and throw these in the trash. I mean, at least I got 20 good years out of them, but you know, when you spend, like I said, when you spend that kind of money, you know, you don't want to have to figure, well, I should have probably returned these the first time I bought them. These are Asden. Yeah, I didn't even think about buying that brand again because I've just not had good success with this. So if you are going to have if you're going to be recording your videos and you're looking for a good microphone system, I do suggest these Boya, whatever you want to call them. You know, it comes with a manual, tells you everything that you need to know and everything that you got. It's in different languages, of course. But it came with this little package, you know. So I was really quite impressed with this. These things just came with this within a, you know, cardboard box, and that was about it, 1 microphone. So until next time, I'm Evan Short, the Who's Your Craftsman. Happy and safe woodworking.